you're being number one. Season 2, come on.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm so happy. I'm like so honored to be here.
So first question, Zenie, what does beauty mean to you? How do you define beauty?
I define beauty. Beauty is light. So I always think like it penetrates through anything. So beauty penetrates through the like harshest of situations, the worstest of like cases. So it's something that shines through. It's like, I know light reflects the blah blah blah, but whatever it is, it shines through. So beauty is that, and beauty is honest. So I made this promise to myself like when I started studying art, that the only thing I must be honest to is my art. And beauty is honest, and I think you can create something beautiful as soon as you make it as honest as possible. So beauty and honesty, just they best friends. I think that they coexist, and it's light and it's beautiful, it's bright and it shines, it's literally shines. And it's that thing of beauty can be ugly to some other people, so it's always good to look at it from all angles, and some people's beauty is ugly to some others and vice versa. So must always have space for the ugly, I think.
Awesome. Next question is, when do you feel you're most beautiful?
I feel my most beautiful physically after a fresh haircut. Like honestly, I feel like I could conquer the world. Like, come at me world, I have a fresh cut. But another time I feel my most beautiful is when I help someone, maybe show their beauty, or I just help them do that, or just acts of help. I always feel beautiful when I help. I feel like this is beautiful, I'm beautiful because I can help and I can make someone just feel like just a little better. That's when I feel my most beautiful.
All right, so can we start with the earrings?
Earrings.
Mm-hmm. All right, so can you tell us about when you feel you're most ugly?
I'm most ugly. I think I've felt my most ugly when my emotions get rejected, and like when someone doesn't accept you. I think that's when you do feel ugly, where I've shown myself and you don't like it, then what's wrong with me? That's when you start questioning your self-worth. Am I good enough? What's going on? Why is this person not responding? And being rejected is where you can feel the most ugly. But I've even felt ugly when I reflect on things and maybe I've hurt someone too, and then when you actually realize that this was not really nice, this was ugly of me to do. And it's that whole thing of treating people the same way you get treated, or that odd thing of you'll be surprised how people will treat you when you start treating like each other the same way you guys treat each other, and forth. And then that's when I was like, whoa, we can be ugly. We can be really ugly. And the most beautiful people, let's say physically, are the ugliest inside. And yeah, I think I feel ugly when I've hurt someone and either they let me know that this was not grand. And that's when you start reflecting, you're like, no, this is not pretty. This is ugly.
So true, so true. So can you share with us then your first memory of beauty?
My first memory of beauty was my parents got married in 1995, the year I was born. So I'm in the wedding pictures, but as a baby. But like I still remember looking at my mother's pictures of how beautiful she looked on her wedding day, and like pictures of my grandmother. She has this beautiful picture of her and my grandfather, and she looks like porcelain. Like no those crazy black and white pictures, like, but she looks like porcelain. I'm like, wow, they were so pretty, like in the photographs back in the day. And then like dressing up for church, you'll see them in their furs and everything, and just like, whoa, we're really stylish and really beautiful, wow. But then again, another funny traumatic one of my earliest memory of being beautified was we're going to church and my mom was curling my hair, and she's like, hold your ear, and I didn't hold my ear, and she burnt me like behind my ear. And I was like, no, stop. I was like, I think I had only 2 rows of curls, and my hair was like, I ain't going to church. I cried, I screamed, and I still have a phobia of hair curlers around me. Like, I used to freak out, and this was like when I was like maybe 8 or 9. So I used to freak out every time. Hair curlers never touched me, so my hair was always like rowdy, like, and so forth. And then one other one is that thing of your mom always saying like a woman never leaves the house without earrings on. So always find studs, or like I always have studs in my pockets or something, because mom's like, hey, why leave you without a woman never leaves without earrings on. So it's just those, like, maybe it's learning beauty from observation and then being taught beauty. So it's like those different memories showed me how I've observed beauty, like, wow, this is how they did it, and this is how I saw beauty. And then where it's taught beauty, like a woman's always has to have kept hair or blah blah blah, and then the earring thing's always stuck to me, but a woman always wears earrings.
So some of it, like, you feel like you've subscribed to, like, the earrings, but others, like the hair, because now you don't have to worry about them curlers anymore.
I don't. And the funny thing is that if you look back, not even like 4 years ago, I did all the hairstyles. I actually had dreadlocks for 7 years. At some point, they were like up to here. Then I dyed them and bleached them, made them crazy. Then I had afros. I had all the hair under the sun. I had braids up to my ankles at some point. So I've done it all. So hair was an expression or a thing, I guess, like play with it. And sometimes my mom like, this hairstyle is ugly. Why are you doing that? And I was like, leave me alone. I feel great in this hairstyle. So I've experimented my hair, I think, to my extreme, and then I actually cut it out of frustration. I was like, it looks mousy, it looks ugly. It was ugly hair. I was like, this hair is ugly, it needs to go. And I cut it, and then the first time I was very nervous, like when I first cut my hair, I was like, is this who this? And then I think like 2 days in or so, I remember my little sister's like, you have a cute head though, so don't worry. And then after that, I was like, okay, and then it stuck. And even now, it's not even at its shortest, like it's when I like short, that's when I feel like, yeah.
This is Zenie. This is
Zen. This is a woman about to burn the world alive.
Oh, I love that. Can we make it take that in? Yes! Okay. Can we go for the lips?
Lips. Ooh, my lippies.
Alright, so next question is, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would that be and why?
If I could change one thing about myself, physically, my skin. I've struggled with my skin like forever. Don't be fooled! And all this concealer and all this color correction. I've struggled with my skin for a long time, like since like acne days and stuff, and I've been on Accutane, I've been on and off, always like, my family has bad skin generally, so it's just in genes. Some people are like, no, it's in your genes, blah, 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 but it always fluctuates. We'll look great for 2 years and then back again. So I just wish it would like pick a size and just stick to it. So I really like, I want to do the bare face and just be out there like glowing and like without that. But another thing I'll change myself is I have a passive nature. I tend to be passive, where I'll allow conversations that needed to be had to not happen, because I don't like hostile situations. So a confrontation is not something I want to jump into and start like defending and just like go in. So I'd like to, I know I can be the loudest, but my voice can be the smallest when it maybe needs to be the loudest. And I need to learn to be able to like, that was not nice and this is why I let it out. So there's a lot of conversations, I think, where I feel I get defeated when I'm like, whoa, I don't want to do this. That's not nice. And then I just leave it, and to my detriment, sometimes it's left conversation unsaid. So we'll never know when things could have changed or even that conversation. But I just I shut down, and then I just like, okay, this is this. And Zenie tends to be a little passive, if not a lot of passiveness happens.
That's very surprising. Very. So then on that note, what's an insecurity that you have overcome and maybe even embrace now?
An insecurity is my scar. So I got my scar, I don't know if you see it like on my forehead. I got it in grade 4. I don't want to talk about how I got it, but it was an ugly situation too. And when I got it, like first it like bulged and it was like bulging like out of my scalp, and like it was just not cute and stuff. And I was like, whoa, this thing just literally ruined my face and stuff. And just the memory behind the scar too was like something I really didn't like, but I was like, okay, this is you now. And funny enough, it started being my thing. So now like I always like, it's like I see you, my other eye sees you, that's where it comes from. So my scar on my forehead, it's something I started embracing. People can't imagine me without it. I can't imagine my face without it anymore. And it's something I've embraced it, it's mine, and yeah.
Awesome. Alright, can we go for the eyes? Hey guys, Bokang here. So you've reached the end of part 1, but believe it or not, it does get better. So to check out part 2, click the video over here. If you want to subscribe and keep up to date on more videos like this, just click the little icon somewhere over here and yeah, enjoy. Alright, see you guys. Bye.